Right to Haiti, to Port-au-Prince, to a hotel where Anderson Cooper is standing by, with, we understand, desperation boiling over. Anderson, looting, violence, what's going on?
Well, Larry, I don't want to paint too negative a picture. This was, as far as we know, an isolated incident in downtown Port-au-Prince, but it is a taste of what could occur here if security is not brought to bear on a large scale in the Port-au-Prince area. There were shots being fired this afternoon by 2 Haitian police officers in the air. We arrived on the scene. A group of young men had broken into a damaged store. They were taking boxes of candles. They were selling those candles, trying to profit off other people's despair. It quickly evolved into a situation where there were hundreds of people on the street. They started bringing weapons to the street. They started battling each other over these goods. There was no one from the UN there, no UN peacekeepers on scene, certainly no U.S. personnel, just 2 Haitian police who were basically being employed by a local businessman to try to protect his own businesses. That businessman had given them automatic weapons. They were using a fire in the air, but the crowd was basically ignoring them. It ended up with a little boy being hit in the head with a chunk of concrete thrown by one of the looters off the roof. It is really a taste, Larry, of how things could be. But so far, all across this city and in other areas, we are seeing Haitians. We're showing respect to one another, helping one another. In those early days, it was the Haitians themselves. Before any international relief efforts got here, it was the Haitians themselves who were saving each other. And at this moment, their survival is still largely, unfortunately, in their hands. That's why what these aid groups are doing is so important. It's so important that they have the funds to do the work that they need to do, because the clock is ticking, Larry. There are still people dying, children dying right now who will die tonight because they haven't received proper medical care for something as simple as an infection, an open wound, a broken leg that could spread and very quickly in a short amount of time lead to an infection that would kill them.
Anderson, before we talk quickly to Sanjay, since you've been there, are things better? Better.
You know, man, that's a hard question, Larry. I don't know what better would be. I mean, yes, you don't see as many bodies in the streets, but the bodies are still out there. They're just crushed beneath rubble. You don't see as many people just wandering the street aimlessly, but they still have nowhere to go, and they can't go to their homes, and they're sleeping in the parks. People still come up to you and ask you for water. People still come up to you and say, can I get a message to a loved one in the States? I just went to a town yesterday where aid workers had just gotten there. That was 5 days after this earthquake, and that was the first time they were seeing any international aid. Whatever is coming, it's got to come quickly, because there are an awful lot of people in desperate, desperate need.
Thanks, Anderson. We'll check with you later. The numbers are appearing on your screen. There's lots of ways you can donate. Your